For decades, the value of the US dollar was tied directly to gold. Every dollar was backed by a fixed amount of gold, creating trust and stability in the global economy. A promise made metal. Convertibility kept confidence high. Money was a claim, and gold was the anchor. The system linked paper to precious metal with precision. Markets trusted the peg and priced the world around it. From coast to coast, prosperity flowed through a stable standard. The dollar's strength was measured in ounces, and the measure was gold. This system, known as the gold standard, meant that America could not print more dollars than the gold it owned. Each note was a promise redeemable for a precise weight of gold. Discipline was built in. The supply of money was scarce by design. Banks balanced books against bullion. Gold moved slowly. Credit moved carefully. Trust was audited in carats and grams. Prices pulsed to the beat of scarcity and convertibility. Institutions stood on stone and on gold beneath it. Shipments reinforced the promise. Redeemable meant real. Policy followed arithmetic, not ambition. The standard constrained booms and amplified busts when gold was scarce. Convertibility kept honesty, but could force painful adjustment. Balance meant balancing, always. Yet the promise powered growth and global trade. Money was not just paper, it was a claim on a metal world. After World War II, the US dollar became the world's reserve currency under the Bretton Woods Agreement. Other countries fixed their currencies to the dollar, and the dollar was backed by gold. Institutions like the IMF and World Bank emerged to stabilize recovery. American production and gold reserves underpinned the system. Confidence gathered where reserves were deepest. The world settled trade in dollars and settled dollars in gold. Policy was framed in Washington, felt worldwide. The reserve role amplified American finance and commerce. Fixed rates simplified trade, but required discipline. Convertibility, $35 per ounce, the rule that ruled the era. Prosperity glittered across an American century. Allies held dollars as reserves, trusting the promise behind them. Flows of goods, capital, and confidence crossed oceans. One currency, one convertibility, one post-war order. In 1971, President Nixon shocked the world by ending the dollar's direct link to gold. From that moment, the dollar was no longer backed by gold reserves. Convertibility closed. The promise was rewritten. The US could print money freely. Markets braced for inflation, volatility, and change. Prices sought a new anchor without gold. A symbolic severing, metal from money. Policy would now steer stability, not parity. Exchange rates began to float, prices to adjust. Shocks tested the new regime, and the dollar's resilience. Monetary policy became the primary tool. Rates rose and fell to fight inflation and anchor expectations. Global capital flowed where confidence pointed. The dollar floated, but remained central. Trust shifted from metal to policy. This decision transformed the global financial system. The US dollar remained powerful, but it now relied on trust, government policy, and America's economic strength rather than physical gold. Markets priced policy, guidance, and growth. Liquidity became the lifeblood. Credibility, the compass. Institutions shaped expectations through words and rates. The dollar's reach touched everyday life, quietly and constantly. Risk and reward pulsed in a world priced in dollars. From bullion to bytes, the unit of account endured. Power persisted, transformed, not diminished. The story of gold and the dollar is a story of trust, power, and change. Today, the dollar rules the world, not because of gold, but because of belief in America's economy. In trust and policy, the modern dollar finds its strength.